So that's just whatever ice land. So any water that lands on Mercury's side facing the sun just gets blasted away, and any water that lands on
Right.
Mercury's
Okay.
backside
And
will
since
stay
it's in
there.
the shade,
Yeah. So that's just
yeah.
an accumulation process, really, is all that is. Jupiter's up here. And here's what's the cool thing is, do you see how they're all on a diagonal? That's because the x-axis is temperature. So if you cooled Venus down to Earth's temperature, it would be able to hold on to gaseous water. But it can't. It's too hot. Same thing with Mercury. If you cooled Mercury down a bit, it could hold on to carbon dioxide. But
But they're not. This doesn't have to do with their size, then.
well, so the size is gonna determine the y-axis. So that's your escape velocity, as the y-axis. But the temperature also affects it, right? Because let me get my particle simulator. And I see the requests in the panel. Just give me a minute to get through these thoughts here.
Oh, okay, because I couldn't see
Uh, Gas pressure
what it
simulator.
says.
Here
My
we go.
eyes aren't that good.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, I'm going to turn gravity on. One gunk. And then let's turn the simulation speed up and turn the heater down. Right. So when there's very little temperature, right, there's no kinetic energy being transferred to the particles. So they're going to stay on the surface, right? But the hotter it is, the more kinetic energy the particles have, and occasionally they can kind of leap.
The fling out,
Yeah,
yeah.
just randomly. Just they two particles hit them from below, and it shoots upward, and
Right.
poof, it left the planet. Right. So that's kind of how that works. Is the hotter it
And
is,
you've got
the
solar
more
winds too.
right. So the hotter
So
it is, and the more solar winds you have, the more kinetic energy you have physically throwing the particle off of the planet. So if you
when the
watch,
solar winds hit, that's going to increase the temperatures,
yeah.
right?
So if
Which will
you
make it every once in a while do that more.
right.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you watch the particles that go up, a lot of them have that parabolic arc, and then they fall back down, and that's what happens in our atmosphere. There's water molecules that are going way up high, but eventually gravity wins and pulls it back down. But sometimes they have enough kinetic energy that they overcome gravity and they just whoosh, off the planet they go. So the hotter it is, the more atmosphere you lose just kinetically. So that's why that happens. Pretty cool. All right, let's see what we got on the panel. I thought I saw Legend and I saw somebody else. Tristibus and Legend. Here we go.
I fucking hope you saw Legend. That'd be awesome.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
Yep, M Bison. I got all the things. I got all the things. I'm still accruing a couple. I've found a really good source for like vectors. He does everything with pulleys and weights, which is a great way to physically show vectors. But I can't find his original content. It's always just people that have like stolen his content, and I'm trying to find his content, and it's really hard to do. And apparently, Legend has bolted. So, oh well.
Yeah,
We'll
what's
try
new
again.
about that?
There we
He's
go.
scared of the devil.
Nah, it might have glitched out. There it is. Legend, what's up?
I'm not sure why you didn't see it. I was just waiting, so I just
Oh, I
exited
clicked it
and
accept.
re-entered.
Yeah, I clicked accept.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, brother.
V Kyle, where do the particles go? Wherever they're headed. Some will fall into the sun.
Level, what's up, man?
Some will get picked up by Jupiter. Whoever.
Haven't seen Level in a minute.
Da, 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 da.
So, shenanigans.
Yeah.
Can you demonstrate water existing in a vacuum?
What?
Can you demonstrate water existing in a vacuum?
Sure. Give me a sec. Da, 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 da,
You never seen a wetback before?
Ah ha ha, funny guy.
da. All right. Let's see. Da, da, da.
Life can get in the way of
Jeez. I have this muted on one
It
tab.
sure
but not the
can.
other. Life Sure.
Was that yours or mine?
That was me.
Try
I thought
unaliving
my Spotify
boots.
started playing an ad. I was like, I've got premium. What the fuck?
Okay, so this is Action Lab. I really don't like Action Lab's content, but sometimes he does a good job accidentally. But so he's pulling a vacuum, and yeah, there you go.
I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
So it's
It's water
it's a,
bubbling.
it's a tank of water with a thermometer in it, and he pulls a vacuum in the chamber, and the water begins to boil.
Right. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, in infinite space, in the vacuum of space, can you demonstrate like water existing?
Yeah, that's what.
It's going to boil and dissipate. Right?
Oh, well, depending on the temperature. Do you know about triple point?
Well, I don't know that it matters about the temperature.
Do you know what
in
triple
space.
point is?
Tell me about triple point.
Okay. Triple point is how we assess materials. Your y-axis here is your pressure. So you're going to be down at the bottom bar here, 0, right? 0 pressure. And then temperature goes to the right. Right. So
So am I wrong in assuming, or the
So-
things I've seen when I've seen, like, when you add water into a almost negative
If
poor
you're wrong, am I
pressure.
right?
right. So what this phase
Okay.
diagram is showing us is that any pressure below 0.06 cannot sustain liquid water, and any temperature below probably -1C.
Brother, you know how to read that better than me. I'm asking like a legit question.
Yeah.
Can water,
I'm
can
answering your
H2O
question.
You're telling me H2O, like water,
liquid
can
water.
exist in a vacuum. That's
Liquid
what you're saying?
liquid water cannot exist either
Well, I don't know
below
any water that's not liquid, so that's just illogical.
steam. You don't know about
What's
steam
ice?
and ice.
What's ice, legend?
You don't know about
What the
steam
fuck?
and ice.
Guys, are you
on,
really
man.
claiming that you can have water in space?
You have ice or steam.
Yeah.
Again, so
Okay,
what the triple
cool.
point means, the triple point is where the liquid portion of that material can no longer exist. And so for water, where water can no longer exist is any pressure below 0.06 or any temperature below
Wait a
minus
minute.
1C.
Let me ask you a
Oh,
different question.
hold on.
In order
So,
to classify
if a
water,
planet-
it must be classified as a
If-
combination of
if a-
compounds of H2O.
Yep.
Show me
Legend.
H2O existing in a vacuum.
I just did the Action Lab video.
No, you showed the separation.
I
There's
showed
no
you
single point. It's not happening.
I showed you the Action Lab video.
No. You showed the separation. You showed a point of separation of H2O. You did not show that water does not exist in space in a vacuum.
Liquid water does not. no.
Let me ask you. So, like, are planets
minute.
in space?
Devil. He
I am
just said
legend.
liquid water. Like, is water not liquid?
He didn't say
No.
liquid water. He said ice or steam.
Ice or steam.
So once again,
Right, so the separation of the
again,
molecules,
legend,
but there
are
was no
planets in
H2O
space?
component that exists in a vacuum.
see, this is what you do. You don't let somebody else finish. So, are planets in space? I am legend.
There are no planets.
in our model. In our model.
Okay,
in
so
our model.
in our
Yeah,
model,
in your
are
model,
planets
yes,
in
they're-
space?
They were in space.
Okay,
yes.
so if planets are in space and there's water on planets, yes, water in space.
You know,
Real
I
simple.
love it when you go with if planets exist and planets
Like,
are
really
in space.
simple,
If
really
I'm
simple.
right or you're wrong. Like,
So again,
I'm
legend.
literally, I'm
I'm
really
showing you right
asking
here,
a
right?
legit question.
Yeah, so-
Can you
okay.
show the combination of H2O
Yes.
in a vacuum?
Okay, so we're gonna do both. Okay, follow me.
No,
on,
don't use a diagram.
I'm
like
going.
in
I've said
reality.
I'm gonna use both. Follow me on this journey. Okay. So when we start at 1 atmosphere of pressure, we have liquid water. Without changing the temperature, if we just reduce the pressure, that's going to drop us down on this graph. And at this point, the liquid water will turn to steam. Do you see that?
Right, you're showing a singular point of pressure, so you're
Right.
showing a defined.
So as you decrease the
resolution.
pressure at a constant temperature, the water will eventually turn to steam. So that's what's happening here. Action Lab has taken a water at a constant temperature. He has reduced the pressure, and the water is turning into steam. That's what the bubbles are.
I get
Right.
that.
And in
So-
space, it'll
But,
sublimate.
but you don't have that gradient in space.
So the steam is in that near zero vacuum pressure.
Right. Steam is not H2O.
Yes, it is.
No,
it
it's
literally
not.
is.
Okay.
No, it's
Yes, it
not.
is. This is-
All right.
No, it's not.
Thank you.
What is it? What is
Thank you
steam?
for
What is
wasting all of our time. Holy fucking shit.
I hope someone clipped that.
I
hope
am
someone
not
clipped that.
arguing chemistry with someone who doesn't know the molecular composition of steam. Wow. Jesus
something
fucking
else.
Christ. Is
Yeah,
this
that's
this is your
ridiculous.
best flat earthers? Are you going to claim him? Who's going to claim him? Anyone in chat